Alright, figured I'd make this little video on the specials that I found. Here is the GoPro Hero 7. Was going to pick up the 8, but it looked like it's very sensitive and they don't have the case and everything for it yet, so it looked pretty fragile, and I think the quality I need is in the Hero 7. Now I was debating between the 7 silver and the 7 black. Decided to go with the 7 black due to the picture quality. So picked that up, picked up another tripod, so I'll have a couple of them. And then the best deal I found, I went to the gaming section and you can pick up this SD card, 128 gigabyte SD card. It's a lot cheaper than just buying the regular SanDisk SD cards. So I went ahead and did that, which was in the gaming section. I think it was $30 versus spending, I think, $60. And then the little adventure kit because of the headband. I was just gonna get a headband, but I figure I need something to hold on to it anyway. So figured I'd give you guys a little update. This stuff will be coming after Christmas. That way I can get a little better YouTube video quality out for the guys that are interested. That way I can get some of those shots that I've been missing, especially the last video of me at the skate park. I missed a lot of the shots jumping out of the bowl. So right now I'm in the middle. Let's get this stuff out of the way. I'm in the middle of doing some more welding, of course, some plastic welding. So I'm waiting for that stuff to warm up so that I could fix this wheelie bar, get that welded back together. So I am going to reinforce it this time with some wire mesh to try to strengthen it, which is really going to help on the plastic. Those wing mounts tend to break a lot, and so I'm going to go ahead and throw some wire in there. That way, if the plastic breaks, the metal wire will hold it together so that I'm not losing pieces. So I'll videotape that as well. But just wanted to give a little update on some of the filming stuff that I bought this holiday season. Really good sales on the 7s right now since the 8s came out. So you guys should go out there. If you're interested in buying a GoPro, now's the time. Tomorrow would probably be a better day, even though a lot of the sales are ending today. So I'll be right back when I start the welding process. All right, so here's the brake. I'm gonna go ahead and tack this thing together right now so that I can put this wire mesh in here and get this thing a little stronger. My daughter's holding the camera right now. So what I'm trying to do is penetrate it, so I'm actually burning a hole in it, and then I'm going to fill it. So I'm going to burn a hole through this whole side here. That should tack it together. I'm gonna let that cool real quick. So we're temporarily on right now. So I'm gonna start getting some tin snips out, and then I'm gonna take this wire mesh and I'm actually gonna reinforce this area. I'm gonna melt this into the plastic and then fill the top of it. I'm going to cut a strip that I can wrap all the way around that brake. So I'll be right back as soon as I get some strips cut and show you how I do that. Alright, I'm going to finish repairing this crack before I put the shield on it. Trying to strengthen this plastic. Rather than just weld it together. I actually want to make this stronger this time. So I've got this wrapped around, and I'm going to need both hands for this because I'm going to have to feed this plastic into it. So I'm going to go ahead and start melting this together, and I'll be right back with you guys. Well, I'm going to refilm this because she was staring at the wall and everything else. But what you want to do is smooth this out as best you can. The wire mesh is underneath it, and that's going to add a lot of strength and rigidity to this. So I'll clean it up a little more here in a bit, but that should hold now. As you see, there's a lot more plastic on the outside of this stuff, and it's really, really strong, especially with that mesh in there. It will really hang on. So just a little quick tip on strengthening it, and if this side breaks, I'll do the same thing to that side, and I'll keep adding. Wherever it breaks, I'll melt it and keep adding some more of this mesh in there until this is strong enough. So another quick tip is when you get stuff like this, when you're landing on the wing, I can take the flat iron and I can shape this back out. It's cold right now, but I can remelt this and clean up these edges of this wing so that I don't have those big deep scratches all throughout the wing. My Creighton 8S got it pretty bad, so I'm going to take off the wing and I'm going to go ahead and repair it. Any sections that are gouged or big V's in it, I'll just add some plastic and smooth this out. Once I've added some plastic, I'll take an X-Acto knife or razor blade or even the Dremel and Dremel this smooth again with some sandpaper on the other wing. So just another tip. So if you damage a wing really bad to where it's just all cut up, I know the Limitless from the crashes, it's happened a lot, and I've repaired some of my old wings that were just so ground down it didn't look right. So I went ahead and filled them and sanded them down and used an X-Acto knife and reshaped it, and the wing looks brand new again. All right, just a couple quick tips wanted to give you guys. It's raining outside today, so figured I'd work on some RCs, get them cleaned up, and get them repaired. All right, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys on the next video. All cleaned up and ready. So here we go. The repair is done. Gonna hold it by the wing now. So that's not going anywhere. And the next thing I'm gonna do is I noticed on the same side when it collapsed, cracked the body. So I'm gonna go ahead and take some mesh. I'm going to repair this, take some mesh, and I'm going to patch this area so it doesn't keep splitting on the body. And the other thing I noticed on the body, you see these two holes? That's from landing on the front nose, and those are the shock nuts. So I'm going to go ahead and heat this back down, push those back on, and patch, put a little mesh reinforcement underneath that so it's not poking a hole through the body. Since this is a basher, strengthening the body's really important. So this is definitely one tough RC. It does have its little weak points, but like any RC, launching them out of a skate park bowl and landing straight on the nose or straight on the wing as many times as I did is bound to cause some sort of damage. So I'm going to go ahead and got it all washed down now. So I'm going to finish wiping this RC down. You can see how the plastic's got sandblasted here too. But I'm going to go ahead and finish getting this RC cleaned up, and she'll be ready for the next rip back at the skate park with the new GoPro setup. See if we can catch some of these launches out of that bowl. Thanks, guys. And by the way, here's my 10th anniversary edition Outcast. You can watch my video of me running this one too. Didn't break anything on it, but take a look at this. See that nick there? And there's a little starting there. Those are, I've only ran this one once, and as you see, the body is already starting to get nicked right there. So definitely going to put a little bit of reinforcement on this body as well. I don't bash this one as hard as I bashed the orange one. That was the purpose of buying the orange one, because this with the silver shocks, the silver bar, the silver mounts, the silver shocks, and then of course the painted chassis. Arrma hasn't done silver parts other than this RC. So once I found out that that it's very hard to get parts for this thing, because they're not making any parts. If I break anything, I'm going to have to put red parts on it. I decided not to bash it as hard. I still will run it because I love the RC, and if it gets damaged, it gets damaged. I do have another one in the box that I haven't opened. A little surprise, but that's just in case I ruin this RC and it becomes very valuable one day, which, who knows, you never know. If not, my kids will be able to play with it when they're older and my age. One of them will get a brand new one that's never been run. All right. See you guys later.